Hola chicos, bienvenidos de nuevo a Bola Pod. Mi acompañan dos personas que necesitan presentación, principalmente porque son las únicas personas que están conmigo semana tras semana. Obviamente estoy hablando de Liban y Hirsch. ¿Cómo están, mis amigos?
Hola, hola, me llamo Liban, 125, my Spanish is gone. Hola, me llamo Liban. ¿Tú?
How's that?
¿Tú?
Oh, me llamo Mohammed. How about you?
Moi, ça fait bien, et toi? Les bons week-ends.
The thing is, I was going to do each week a different language, so I'll start from my strongest, which is Spanish.
I've done
Next week I'll do French.
I've done Spanish for 5 years and I don't even know how old I can't even say how old I am. But yeah, that's
You can't
crazy,
count that high, yeah?
crazy. I can't. I've lost all basics. Yeah.
Okay, well, everyone's good, so we'll just crack on to the games. There are three games I'll be talking about, of course, as usual. Of course, we'll be talking about the Arsenal Newcastle Arsenal game, the Fulham Man United game, and also the surprising
Okay.
Luton Liverpool game. I think this is the first time I've actually watched most of these games. How about you, man?
Oh, it's a wonderful weekend. I watched all of them. All of them. Loved it, especially Saturday evening.
All right,
Great
what
game.
about you, Hirsch?
Yeah, I think I watched most of the games except from probably one, which is the United game.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Well,
didn't watch
we'll
it.
we'll start off with the most controversial game of the weekend, Newcastle and Arsenal. They went to St James's Park and received their first loss of the Premier League season with a 1-0 loss. I'm gonna start off with you, Hirsch. First of all, how did the game go? And it's not really the result we wanted, is it?
You're
Yeah,
talking to a neutral, by the way. It's not us, man.
yeah,
T
but my prediction, I was going to go to my prediction. I thought it was coming for the Arsenal. I think they were on the brink of quite a few losses, but they kind of escaped from a few. Like, I think United game, I think there was the Garnacho chance at the 89th minute that could have easily, if that was onside, that would have just put United for their win. But Newcastle has always been a tough place. I've always felt Arsenal, even though they've had a good record there, it was never going to be an easy game. I've always said Newcastle any on a 5:30 on a Saturday, Newcastle is a tough game. They
Yep.
play dead ass counter-attacking football. And honestly, it was just like I don't think it was a tactical game. It was just both teams just fighting each other
It was a
because a lot of
throwback.
the
It was
time,
it was throwback to old times. I can't lie.
It was a full-on brawl,
yeah,
yeah.
It was a
yeah,
throwback. I love those type of games, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
kicking each other.
yeah, Arsenal never like the good thing about Arsenal is the fact they didn't drop their head and they were actually willing to actually do that side of the business. Because before in the Wenger days, they were like criticized, like they don't have the cojones to handle big games or they get manhandled. But honestly, Gabriel, he loved that physical battle with Wilson, Havertz, with Joe Linton and Longstaff. You had Declan Rice as well. So yeah, physical players and physical games. So yeah, but eventually Arsenal lost. So yeah, we'll talk about the VAR later on. But yeah, but honestly, yeah, Newcastle win as predicted. Can't go wrong.
All right. Well, what about you, Liban? As a, you're not neutral either, man. You're just biased. But go ahead.
That's true. That's true. I thought it was a great game. I think they were both of them were evenly matched. I don't think there was much to really. I know it was a great game, but there wasn't much chances created in the game. I thought even though Arsenal had most of the possession, they didn't really do that much. But Newcastle couldn't even get the ball off them. So yeah, I thought it was going to be a draw the way the game was going, but obviously it ended up being Newcastle in due to a controversial goal. But I don't think it would have been controversial if a goalkeeper didn't make a mistake.
Yep. That is
It's
true.
just number Arsenal's number one.
I don't think it was David Ray's main fault because if you look at the phase of the game, the first one was actually Gabriel. Gabriel miskicked it, and then that caused Arsenal then to lose the ball. And then, of course, from that on, from that incident, the goal came out. But yeah, Gabriel was the initial. That was the initial mistake. You can't
Okay,
just say,
but
yeah,
it was the initial mistake, but
yeah.
the mistake that led to the goal was him not punching it out or tipping over the bar or something like
And
that.
it's not the first time as well. It's not the first time. He's been caught out from crosses 3 different times. Spurs, Chelsea, and this one. And it could have almost been our fourth. Was it away to Sevilla where he misjudged the punch?
Yep.
This is a recurring theme. You can't just
He
keep
said Spurs,
hide
right?
it. Yeah, it was
Spurs.
Spurs. Do you not
What
remember the
cross?
first goal?
He said it's a cross. He said Spurs cross. He said three
Oh,
crosses. He said Chelsea. He said
yeah.
Newcastle. And he said Spurs. So
The
which
Spurs one
cross?
misjudged it where I don't know, he misjudged it. His palm wasn't enough. I remember, was it the first or second goal, Mohammed? I
Second
think it
goal,
was
someone's through on goal. What's the
I
it
know
first
was
which
the
one?
I
first
know which
goal.
one. I know which was on about the first
Where
one.
you know what I mean, innit?
He parried it to the bar, and then Madison basically
Ah,
took on Saka, and then
Yeah.
from
yeah.
that,
Yeah, so
yeah.
and it could have been a fourth with Lance. It's just a recurring theme over and over again. I just don't think his starting position plus his height doesn't help.
Okay, yeah. And
Yeah,
it's another
but
convo of like, oh, if this was Ramsdale, he would have done this. But then
Yeah.
but
midweek, Ramsdale did, the 3-1 loss against West Ham for the Carabao Cup, which
that
didn't really
is
help his CV, man.
that is a Ramsdale mistake. I can't lie. I just see him do that often, where he just
I don't. I would have seen Ramsdale like punch it out, in my opinion.
no. I'm just saying the goal at West Ham.
Oh
I
yeah,
see it just a Ramsdale. Yeah.
yeah, it
Which West Ham?
happens.
I
Huh?
didn't watch the game. I didn't watch the West Ham game, so I don't know which incident you're talking about.
The second goal. It was the third goal, second goal. Where basically someone shot and somehow he misjudged it and he hit his palm and went in. Basically, it was a horrible
Ah,
misjudgment of the ball.
I think it was a second, but I'm not
Was it
100% too
second? No,
sure.
it was.
I just blocked out my mind, man. I just want to get over and done with.
No, it was the third goal. It was the third goal. It was the third goal.
It was a third, okay.
Yeah, I remember.
Well,
yeah.
as you all know, it was a 1-0 win, a very controversial 1-0 win for Newcastle.
But
So
before we get to the controversial part, who do you think was Arsenal's weak link in that team, in that game? Because
in my
I think the
opinion,
answer is very obvious, but I don't think none of you would say it.
I would think there were a couple. One is Havertz. He's not a creative midfielder, and another
Uh,
one is Saka. I didn't really see much from him.
Starboy.
Hey, the stars, sometimes they gotta explode in it.
He's having that Rashford season where he does nothing for 90 minutes, then one piece of magic, and all of a sudden the narrative changes. I don't think he's been great the whole season, but
You can't say the whole season because
I don't
he's
think he
got
has.
like I think like
I
three, four goals and three, four
maybe
assists.
okay. I'll tell you this. Apart from the first game, I don't think he's played great most of them. Am I wrong in saying that, Hesh?
I don't know.
Hesh?
Is it like if you compare him to last season,
Like
of
the Chelsea
course,
one. Chelsea, he was awful
but then he came
because
back
of
from
one
injury.
moment.
But he came back from an injury, so that's
I will say
something.
until his
Okay,
injury, he was playing quite well.
okay. The United game. Delo had him in lock the whole game. Didn't even have a sniff.
Well, let's see. That was 3-1 at the end. Did he get an assist?
Oh, come on,
It was a
man.
corner from him.
This is what I'm saying.
The corner
You
was from
lot
him, innit?
can never admit. Listen, I've seen this from Rashford. Performance stink. But he does something during a game, and that masks the performance.
Yeah, but I think he gets double teamed. I agree with you. The past few games he's not been performing the way he does,
Yeah.
but if you're comparing him to Rashford, I don't think he'll have a stinker season like Rashford is currently having.
Oh no, I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about
Years ago,
2 years ago. Not the
Copsy.
stinky one, but the one where he was injured, but he was still putting numbers, even though his performances didn't warrant those numbers. That's what I'm
Okay,
trying to say. But one thing I'll say: are you worried about your number one, your creativity, and number two, your midfield?
we
Long term,
defo need to shop in January for another creative midfielder because Odegaard is good, but if he gets injured, we're done. I don't think Smith Rowe's a creative. I think he's a winger in my opinion. He plays off the left, but yeah, we do need a proper creative midfielder. Fabio ain't a creative one as well.
one thing that surprised me is the subs. I feel you got the weakest bench.
You say that, but
Like I'm just saying,
the
like
subs do
let
stuff.
let me say, but
Trossard came off the
I
bench
know
of
what
Chelsea, got
okay.
us to draw.
Apart from Trossard, Reece Nelson, Smith Rowe, Fabio Vieira. Who is it? Tell me, but you know what I'm saying? Those three are like, they always come off your bench. Are these three quality players that you can rely on?
I mean, it's like the NBA. I think they're just role players. Okay, like
But compared to Man City, they got Jack
Man,
Wilshere
you
off the
cannot
bench.
compare to Man City. They've got world
Okay,
class on and off the bench. But
fine,
compared to
fine.
United's, we definitely have a much better bench
Yeah,
than you do.
United on the table, man. I allow them.
Oh, is he actually saying that?
Oh, yeah. But you're so hold on. You saying don't compare City? City are your challengers, mate. If you want to beat them, if you want to win the title, you have to beat them. So
I didn't say we were winning the title.
no, but I'm just saying that excuse is not valid anymore. City, you that's your competitors, mate. You
City
have to
are
compete with them
City got
throughout a
money.
season.
Okay,
Yeah.
they've got money. Arsenal
You
don't
got
have
money. That's
money
what.
like that.
Don't start this. You do have money. You spent God knows how much in the last 3 4 seasons.
Yeah, well, it
You
is what
spent
it is.
what was it? 200, 200. How much did you spend this summer? 220. Am I wrong saying how much?
No comment.
Another 200. Was it 200 last summer? 150 summer before. Come on, man. Okay. You spent money. You just don't want to admit it. You
I
probably
mean,
spent more than
this
you
is our
probably
first
spent.
win. Also, injuries. That's another thing. Yeah, we got
Everybody has
Odegaard that's
injuries.
injured. I know everyone's got injuries,
Everybody.
but like if we didn't have injuries, our bench would have looked a lot better.
Okay, tell me
Um,
who would be in midfield options then? If your injuries would have been there.
Midfielder.
Kai
Partey would have
Havertz.
been a good one.
That's a good one.
To
Sorry.
him on the bench.
Yeah.
Also defensively, yeah, I would have played Timber left back. Timber's a great left back for the.
I thought Tomiyasu was doing great at that job.
Tommy S is brilliant as well. So, but he's a brilliant off the bench as well. He contributed to that Man City goal as well.
Okay.
That's all I got.
and also just to counter on Liban's point of view of the subs. And can you name me Liverpool's subs in 2020 season when they won the Prem?
This
No,
thing.
can you name
Okay,
me?
hold
Can
on,
you
hold
please
on, hold
name
on, hold
me
on, hold on, hold
players?
on, hold on.
I'm
This
gonna
thing with
research that now.
Liverpool. This is the thing with Liverpool. Their midfield is based on being workmen and getting the ball off. Their midfield does not rely on the creativity. If you look at the numbers in midfield, it's not great. But when you played against them, you know you were in for a game and it would make it as horrible as you can because it would press the life out of you. So for them, it didn't matter. They could bring on James Milner, they could bring on Keita, uh, who else? Someone else, Curtis Jones, and it will still do the same job. Attack, come on.
So you
They
failed
have
to
the
name the players.
well, I've named them. If you had ears,
So
you would hear them.
let me be more realistic. It was Shaqiri,
Uh-huh.
okay. It was Oxlade-Chamberlain
Yep.
because he would play different positions,
Okay.
and was it Divock Origi?
Hold on. Are they better?
Origi was
Hold
a
on.
striker option, yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Quick question.
So if you look
Hold
at
on,
these
hold
names,
on.
Origi's at where is he right
Hold on.
now? Nottingham
Hold
Forest.
hold on,
Shaqiri is
hold
MLS.
on, hold on.
Yeah,
You're
definitely top
comparing
players.
players that have
Can't forget about
spec.
Keita.
Hold on.
It's as well. Who play
Hold
like
on.
once
That's
a
cheeky.
game, once in the
That's
season.
cheeky from me. That's cheeky from you, by the way. You're comparing them to players that are basically over the hill now.
Harry Wilson.
Oh,
They weren't
no,
over the hill at that
he
time.
was not getting minutes, mate. He was on loan. Don't
Yeah.
try that. Don't try that. He was not getting minutes. He was on loan.
Nico Williams.
No, he
Ben
was.
Woodburn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let
Nathaniel
me
Phillips.
speak. Listen. Let me speak.
I'm
Hold on.
naming you names.
You're saying, hold on. You're saying Shakiri. No, sorry. You're saying Shakiri, Oxley, Chamberlain, Keita. Who else? Milner. Those 4 players are better than your bench players.
Really?
Your bench players aren't even established.
Okay, so
Hold on. Is Reece Nelson established? Any international caps? No. Fabio Vera. Any international caps? He might do 1 or 2, but I'm not seeing him in the Portugal squad. Who else? Who's the other? Smith Rowe, still playing under 21s. Come on, man. Don't compare those 3 players to the ones Liverpool had. They were experienced players. That are Shaqiri's Switzerland's probably best ever player.
I'll say Jack is better.
Oxlade Chamberlain was starting for Arsenal. What are you talking? What are you talking about? He left Arsenal to join Liverpool. Who else? What? Milner? Come on. Who's a star at Man City? So don't try that. Don't
Sorry,
try.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Done.
I'm sorry. I never knew you rated Nathaniel
I'm
Phillips.
just nah, but
And I never
highlight
knew
this.
you rated Nathaniel Phillips.
You're comparing your bench to their bench.
I mean,
Is it?
he was just making an
Like,
argument about depth. That's all he was
I'm
making an
trying to
argument about.
Their
say.
quality, this thing, they're experienced. Your bench is not even experienced. They're just starting their careers. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
Mohamed El Neni is experienced.
Thomas Partey is experienced.
Thomas
To be
Partey is
fair,
experienced.
Mohamed El Neni, I'm not complaining about Tom Partey,
Yeah.
but Tom Partey gets injured every 3 or 4 months. Does that count?
Mm.
Yeah, carry on.
So, we've talked about the very controversial goal. In the time of the VAR check, there were three possible ways for the goal not to have counted, which was if the ball went out of play, and if it was a foul on Gabriel, and if the Gordon was offside for the goal. At the time of the game, there was no angle. However, I think I saw on beIN Sports that they did create an angle. So,
No, it's not
what?
realistic. It's not. It's
It's
not.
not realistic.
It's not
Okay,
realistic.
well, I spoke to you about that, and you said like it's not off, but now there's two possible options where either it's a foul on Gabriel or Gordon was offside. I want to get your take on that, Liban.
Well, okay, let's start off with the line, ball over the line. Uh, to me, it's hard to say. And this is coming from a person whose goal got ruled out against Brighton 1 month ago. I remember. Do you remember the Hoyland goal, where Rashford was deemed to be the ball to be deemed to be over the line, even though the goal was given in the field, and they used those pictures to say, "Oh, it's out," even though you couldn't really tell. So to me, it's very hard to unless you got aerial footage of it where you could see the full ball and where it is. You can't really judge. The offside is not offside because I think the ball was ahead of Gordon, so it doesn't matter. The foul is the one where everybody's talking about. To me, knowing the player who got what Gabriel is, I don't think it's a foul. I think he just whenever he gets touched, he just falls on the floor.
Okay, I get
And
your opinion on that. However, I will counteract with that. Remember Hoyland and Rodri for the Manchester Derby, how he
yeah,
just a slight pull, but he has to act it out so that he wanted that penalty.
I think that's the wrong decision.
Yeah, no, but they gave the penalty.
But that's VAR being VAR. That's the English referees being English referees. No consistency. You see, those not given 99 times out of 100, but the one time they decide to be different, they give it. So to me, it looked soft. Gabriel will literally make anything.
Soft or not, foul's a foul.
But the thing is, it was not. It was the thing is with VAR, it has to be clear and obvious error to be overturned. The goal was given, so to me, it was not. It's not the fact that people are debating it tells you all that you need to know. Like it was 50-50, and yeah, it has to be clear and obvious. It's not as bad as the Liverpool one. But yeah,
What about
I
the Wolves one?
that was terrible. Which one? Wolves this weekend.
The one where Anthony Taylor got demoted to the
Oh,
championship.
that was
Yeah.
a horrible decision. That is wow. That is a terrible one. Yeah.
Hirsch, what do you think about the VAR
Um,
for this game?
I thought anywhere on the pitch, that foul on Gabriel would have been a foul. Anywhere on the pitch, anywhere except from the penalty box,
I
it's a
agree.
foul. Okay, but the
Oh,
fact that the refs, yeah, don't have the decency, okay, and the logic to put two together, they just somehow. I feel like they put pressure. It was a bit of a pressure from the Newcastle fans, and I also me and Liv was talking last week about like betting, refs betting on games.
Hmm.
I really think refs actually bet on games. Any decision that's subjective, they'll always go to their books. Oh, what's the odds on Arsenal conceding a goal? They put a bet on.
hold on.
So I just genuinely feel like
Hold. Are you
Arsenal
mad?
were actually
Let me ask a question. Are you mad the fact that the referee didn't give it or the VAR?
referee.
Okay.
Because as I said, Liban was right. If it's not, it has to be a clear and obvious error for the VAR to intercept. So these kind of things where it's subjective, it's not clear and obvious, so they can't really go back and say overrule it. So the on-field ref should have made a decision of saying it's a foul, but that guy doesn't have decency to do that to make that decision.
Oh, I hate that about referees. Oh, I hate the referees that basically they know that it's wrong, but they still
Yeah,
wait for them to do it. Still wait for VAR to back. I hate those referees, mate.
yeah. But
Uh,
yeah, and it's judged and yeah, when I initially looked at it, I thought the ball was off initially, but seeing different angles from different footages, you can argue both ways. There's some angles you're like, wow, the ball's in, and some angles are like, oh, it's off.
you
So
can't
yeah,
tell. You can't tell.
it's very hard. It's subjective. So then you have to go for the on-field decision, which is carry on with the game.
Yeah.
And yeah, so yeah, don't worry.
My question was it made out? Was it made a big? Was it? Did it need to be that big of a deal? That's my question. To the point where Arsenal have to put out a statement, which I find crazy,
I,
considering the fact that it wasn't even the worst decision this week. It
I
wasn't
mean,
the
I'll
worst
say,
decision.
yeah, that this whole season VAR has been under scrutiny because it's not consistent,
I
as you
think
might have saying.
I think it is all down to the fact that Arsenal fans and Arsenal as a football club are victims. Any little thing, and you'll make it seem like there was against you. Any little thing.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
No, but and I see this because Jurgen Klopp uses it excellently, where he will make a small thing a big issue to the point where next time you'll see this. Watch next time if it's like a 50-50 decision on VAR, subconsciously, I think the referee will go towards Arsenal just to avoid the hassle and the chaos
I
that
mean, like,
Arteta will bring. I think that's what it is because they did it
if
to United with the penalties. The fact that I remember at the time, I think it was like around 2020 where we were getting all these penalties, right? Yeah, and Klopp made a point about it, and I kid you not, we've had barely any penalties. I think last season we were tied second. I think we were second lowest in penalties given. I think we were all given two all season, two, and it's not because we weren't fouls. There were blatant penalties not given against us.
I
You know
mean,
these things do work. They're humans at the end of the day.
talk about referees, we can go way back in time when Alex Ferguson had the whole Premier League on lock.
Oh,
Come
okay,
on,
okay, all right,
come on.
all right.
We could, but we're not going to. Okay, well,
We won America,
that
by the way.
that's the Newcastle Arsenal game.
49, 49. Sorry.
We move on to Craven Cottage, where Fulham played against United. United have had their first win since the 21st of October, which was against Sheffield. They came out with a 1-0 win against Fulham, with Bruno Fernandes scoring in the 91st minute. I hate that guy. Living as a United fan, I'll start off with you, man.
The flop of the season, as Mohammed said it.
Oh, he's still a flop in my eyes. He's still a flop.
Yeah, it was a horrible, horrible game of football. Genuinely, no quality at all in the game. I thought Fulham are generally, if I think they are the worst attacking side in the league. They do not create chances at all. They don't. Their strikers are not good enough. They've got probably three of the worst strikers in the league: Nunez, Jimenez, and Vinicius. Generally, three terrible strikers. They got wingers who aren't really wingers. Well, actually, I take it back. Willian is a very good winger. I'm talking about the other one, Harry Wilson. He's not good enough. Andres Pereira, I don't think he seemed to have recovered from the serious leg injury he had. So I think my worry is they're not the. I don't think we're great, but we didn't need to worry because of how bad Fulham were. Yeah, it's just and talking about us, I don't think we're great either. It was just I don't know. I don't know. There's just doesn't seem to be an attacking fluency going on. It's just poor all around, to be honest. I thought Garnacho was good, but other than him, Anthony. Oh my God, he's awful. He's awful. Oh, honestly, man. Did you see that clip that was going around where he tried to do those rollbacks where he releases the fullback?
Yep.
It got intercepted. And my guy tried to do a slide tackle and he just missed
And
it.
he
And
went
I'm
over.
like,
Freaking
oh,
that Robertson kid having had him on lock.
he's genuinely the worst player I've ever seen play for United, and that's something. He's genuinely the worst player I've seen. he played for United. Wow, it's trash. How do we pay 100? I will never know. Never know. Yeah.
What about you, Hirsch? How was the game in your eyes?
And I didn't actually watch it, but
You
I
didn't
Oh
did
miss
yeah.
much.
like
You didn't
I
miss
did
much. You
like
didn't
I
miss
did
much.
actually like read some like comments from YouTubers and Twitter. And so from what I can hear, and like I heard that Bruno Fernandes was quite good. Um I heard Wan doing his business at right back. I had Delos that came on like he played left back Delo, right?
He started to the left back, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but honestly, I think United they just have to grind. And honestly, if they can keep this form till I'd say December
I
when they
just,
get Alessandro back, then it'll
I
be
just,
good.
I just think with us, we don't create chances. We just don't. It's such a struggle to create chances, and I think a lot of it is down to the fact that we play a person like McTominay, who basically his only contribution is just to basically get in the box and score. Which yeah.
Don't worry, Kobe Mine is gonna come in soon and he's gonna lit the world. Yeah. So yeah, I think if
Yeah.
Alessandro comes back, Kobe comes back, Varane comes back, Casemiro comes
You
back,
say that.
you know.
I don't think the worry is defense. I think the worry is attack. There's just nothing in attack. Genuinely nothing. I think the fact that you said Bruno, I don't think he was great, Bruno. I thought he was, I think it was bad, but yeah.
Preach.
I, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel a lot of it also is down to the fact that Bruno is not himself. I don't know what has
Also,
happened to him. I
is it a
think
bit worrying for United? Their top signing in Holland hasn't scored in the Premier.
no, he's feeling. Honestly, there's basically no service. He's relying on Anthony.
I'm not gonna lie, like,
He's relying
from
on Anthony and Camacho and Gana. They barely cross. They barely cross.
for most of the first half, all I saw was just Sonana just booting out Hoyland, and he couldn't do anything. I'm not gonna lie. Basically, and Ream did have him on lock for, I'll say, like the first half of the first
Mate,
half.
what is it? He has no service. He has
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
has no
I get that.
service.
Yeah.
He's got Anthony as well. Come on, man. Cut him some slack. But yeah,
And to be honest, one of our subscribers did actually say that Anthony is quite good at United. He did say defensively he does offer a lot. So I disagree with him. And the subscribers are saying something that you don't
so
see.
if I want to say what I want to say, we're gonna do subscriber now. So I'm just gonna keep it in my shirt. Keep
Oh
liking
no,
the.
say what you want to say, man.
I'm listen. Nothing. I'm keeping quiet.
Just a quick one for Fulham. I thought they played decent. I'm not gonna lie, I was a big fan of the midfield options of Iwobi and Palhinha. Them two played quite well in
Sounds
my opinion.
sexy.
Yeah, and that's it really. Like them two were my man of the matches, man. In my opinion, they played quite well.
Yeah, they shut down our attack quite well. But honestly, I think Fulham are a sleeper team to get relegated. They just can't score goals. They just yeah. I think Mitrovic was a big reason as to why they stayed up. And literally I think when he got suspended last season, that's when their form started tailing off massively.
Yeah,
So yeah.
it's
To be
in
fair,
terms,
it's genuinely three terrible strikers. Terrible.
yeah, quite even in terms of stats. 55% possession for United, 5 shots on target to Fulham's 45% and only 3 shots on target. So either side were not really the
Well,
best. Huh?
altogether.
Yeah, you had 5 shots on
Oh
target.
no, I thought you said between both sides.
Oh no, Fulham had 45% possession and 3 shots on target.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, neither really dominant. Anyway, United climbed to eighth with 18 points. Well done, mate. So they're 6 points away from third and fourth, which are Arsenal and Liverpool.
How many points?
6 points,
Not
just
bad, not
two
bad,
wins.
not bad.
Speaking of Liverpool, they played Luton on Sunday, which was a very entertaining game. That was one of my most entertaining games this season. With a 1-1 draw, with United's ex-United Chong scoring in the 80th minute and Luis Diaz scoring in the 95th minute.
Was it
You watched
entertaining?
the game?
Was it entertaining because of the miss?
Oh yeah, many misses. It was brilliant.
Oh, I did.
Uh,
I did watch the game. I did watch the game, and I thought Liverpool were poor basically throughout the game. They should have really. I thought, to be fair, Luton did very well to just shut out them basically. Uh, they didn't really create much, but when they did, they couldn't take their chances, and Nunes somehow missed one of the easiest chances ever. It's not even the fact that the ball went the ball went to him quite nicely. It was not too fast. It was just somehow he missed it. I don't know how he missed it. I don't know how.
Also, his first chance as well, where Trent got that ball over the top, and he had a good control of it, and
And
it just the ball went over.
people for some reason cut him slack because it's chaos. It's chaos. But he scores that, Liverpool win the game and they move on. And Luton, that means Luton had to come up and attack them. But the goal Luton scored from was a counter attack from a Liverpool corner. So uh, if you keep missing chances at this level, you're gonna get punished, and that's what happened. Classic.
I mean, the game it could easily have gone like 3-1 to 4-1 to Liverpool, but
Oh, easy. Luton didn't. They created. Actually, I take back. They created a few chances. Alisson had to make a few stops, but I told you, by the way. I told you. I told you at the start of the season. I said Luton away will be a very tough ground to play at, and I was. What did I say? I was right. I was right.
yeah, you're right.
And to be fair, if you look at their results, it's not like they've been okay. They've apart from maybe the first week, they've not really been blown apart. They've been tight games, and I feel like just like that a little bit of luck. I think a few of VAR decisions went against them, but for some reason I think they'll be safe. I don't know why. I generally feel compared to the other teams as well, I think they'll be all right. But yeah, what do you like think?
And I kind of sympathize with Darwin Nunes because
He's
I
he,
know
by
at
the way,
this.
someone made a good point. He played like his dad got kidnapped, not Luis Diaz.
No, because I play similar to Darwin Nunes. Like the easy chances that you guys think are they're easy, but they're actually not easy. Because what happens is we just lose concentration. You get
Yeah,
it? And
yeah,
when we
that's
lose
actually a good
concentration, we
you
just
know that's actually a good
That is a
comparison.
brilliant
That's
comparison.
like you missed
yeah.
some of the easiest chances. Oh
But yeah, it's
man.
honestly
But
it's the fact that
actually,
we just lose concentration. Like we just feel like it's gonna be like the fact that ball comes super easy to us, we just think it's gonna be easy. So our mind is lost. We're just thinking, okay, let's go. We're thinking already of the next few steps. So I kind of sympathize with it because that's why you see him always score great goals. But the tap-ins, he's always like absolutely. He's like, for example, there's one in Europa League where he went to do the whole team
yeah.
and then he just hit the post. It's like an open
That's
Yeah,
goal.
he. That's he.
that is you.
That is he. Ah.
But yeah, Darwin Nunes, man, honestly comical.
Yeah, but it's just that's him basically. Do you think he's gonna change? He's not gonna
Nah,
change is he, compared to you.
it's his personality and it's his game.
He'll have a great game next week.
Oh,
Next week we they
hopefully.
got they got
I
Brentford
don't know.
next.
I don't know. But
Brentford.
it's one of those where he'll have a good game one week and he'll have a terrible game the other. You just don't know.
Yeah, hopefully he turns up against City.
Yeah. At least he gives effort and defensively. I can't say the same for you.
I do.
All right, it is time for the predictions. But first, Livan, can you tell us the current leaderboard, please?
Well, wow. Well, I was the one that was laughing at your predictions last week, and I should stop laughing now because it seems I've had the stinky week with 3 correct results and 0 correct scores. I've got 3 points. In second place with 1 correct score and 2 correct results is the leader, Moute, and leading the way with 7 points, 1 correct score, and 3 correct results is Mr. MH. And
Nice.
to give you to the total leaderboard, I'm flagging behind with 51 points. Mr. MH is in second place with 58 points. And MO is getting further and further away from us with 66 points.
Damn. Okay. That's only 8 points before. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, man, it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. I need my prediction for this week to come in clutch.
That Chelsea game. Then you have, I think you get having Spurs to win, right? I think both of you guys predict Spurs win, and I went for Chelsea win. So
Nah, I bet the draw. I bet the draw.
my bad. Okay.
I think
Yeah.
you predict.
Well,
what
one
you predict?
person's getting signed.
I'll tell you what you predicted. I predicted a 2-1 Tottenham win. Come on, you Spurs. Harris predicted a 2-1 Chelsea win. And Mo tried to be different with the 2-2. So I think Mo's out of the race between me and you, Hirsch. Man, that 2-2 ain't coming, coach. Come on, man. Don't be ridiculous.
I don't see a 2-2 as well, but you know
man,
what?
do Chelsea.
Football's football.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
let's
Chelsea.
He's top of the
Chelsea's
league, so we can't
exactly.
talk, fam.
No, but
I said
League
Brentford
is-
were going to beat Chelsea last time, and they did. So yeah,
Come
you
on.
man had Chelsea to win.
But yeah,
I'm first game. What?
I'm going
I'll say
first. I want to go first. I want to go first again.
Again.
I want to go first
Again.
again. Yeah, I want to go first again.
Happily can go first out of my Hirsch. Do you want to go second?
No, I'll go third today.
No,
Okay, fine. I'll go.
No, it's in
I'll go
order.
second.
No. Hirsch, you go second.
No, I'll go third.
No, Ute goes third. It's last, second, last, first.
Nah.
It's always like that. Mo Ute,
Switcheroo.
don't let him. Mo
Well,
Ute,
we can
don't
do.
let him.
You know,
Don't-
it's the majority.
I'm
Yeah.
in charge. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
vetoing it. So,
You're gonna get one veto, you know, this whole
I've
season.
already used the veto now.
I said no more. Okay.
Yeah, you are not getting away from me, Mo. You're not getting away from me. I know you drink. You're trying to get away from me.
So
what?
Yeah,
first game
it's
of
only,
the weekend.
There's only 5 points. I'm only 5 points behind you. Only 5. No,
Five?
7, my bad, 7.
Come on, dude. Yeah,
Some respect on my name.
Oh,
The first game is a 12:30 kickoff. Wolves Spurs at the Molineux.
I wish we did this after the Spurs game. Then I would have a better, clearer picture. If Spurs win, I think if Spurs win today, they'll win in Molineux. If they lose or draw, they drop points at Molineux. Damn. Okay, I'll go with where Molineux, right? 12:30 is a nasty one as well. 12:30. Oh, 2-0 Spurs.
Okay. Do you want me to write it or you?
Oh man,
You're
I
writing it.
literally forgot. Thank you for I was getting too comfortable. 1 second. Yeah.
But while it's doing that, I heard what's your prediction?
And I don't know if Pedro Neto will be back because he's like the key player. He never played last game and they lost. So it all depends on Pedro Neto. I will say 1-0 Spurs. Because Wolves have a good defense. Like they can stink it out.
They can.
So 1-0 Spurs.
But I just feel Spurs are on that wrong when it's going to take something big to stop it. That's what I'm thinking. It's like a rolling snowball, you know.
But it can only be
Keeps
1-0 Wolves.
rolling.
You know, it's all about being different. Okay,
Yeah.
so my prediction is going to be a 1-0 Wolves win.
I knew it. I just knew it.
This way it gets away from us, man. This is where it gets away from us, man. You just see it happening as well. I can see a 1-0 Wolves. And this guy
It ain't
does.
gonna happen.
Man, I see it, man.
The thing is, we can't take
I
risks.
have to
You
go.
get
So
it?
yeah, we have to
We
go.
have to
safe.
go
We have to go
safe.
safe. This guy can take whatever risk he does, man. It's a 12:30 as well. You don't know when the 12:30.
All right. Next game is 3 o'clock kickoff. Arsenal Burnley at the Emirates.
Oh man. I always get it wrong. I know it's gonna be a thrashing, but I'm always one off. I'm tempted to say a 4-0, but I'll say
That's it.
5-1 Arsenal. 5-1 Arsenal.
Okay.
Damn. I have to.
And 2-0.
But go
2-0.
on.
2-0 Arsenal.
Okay.
Wow. The score, he's going safe. Yeah. You can't take no more risks, Hash, are you? Because you would always go.
As we all know, it's all about being different.
Yeah. How different can you go?
I've got
That
3-0 Arsenal. I'm not going to
Come on. This is what I mean.
this sorry.
Go on. Be different today. I'll give you a chance to be different.
I'm gonna be different for many of the fixtures this week.
No, go be different for this one. You're in
I've
a
already said it, so I
comfortable
can't change it.
No, Hash take a veto to change it.
Hey,
Nah,
yeah,
I'm not
Hirsch ain't
gonna
gonna
use
use
it.
veto right now, man.
All right. No worries.
Next game is Palace versus Everton.
Who's at home?
As yeah, like common sense. Whatever team I
Who
say
comes
first
first?
is home.
I want reassurance.
Crystal Palace is home. Do you know what their stadium name is?
This is the Zaha Stadium. I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
You don't know stadiums.
Oh no. It's Salah. It
Yeah.
just came into my mind. Sorry.
Quick Google. Yeah, I see it.
I go 2-0 Everton.
Okay.
Everton are in a good run. Should have beaten Brighton. They're very hard to score against. I think Crystal Palace have been getting away with it, but yeah.
And you know what? I'm just gonna match Liban's scoreline. Maybe like
No. He can't do that.
1-0
He cannot do
Everton.
that.
So if you get a point, I get a point. 1-0 Everton.
He can't do that.
2-1 Palace.
Ooh, that's a good point as well. With
Hush.
Palace.
Focus on winning, not losing.
Okay, so look forward, not behind.
Next game is Man United versus Luton at Old Trafford.
Go on,
You're gonna
man.
predict them to lose again this week.
Go on, man. Go against your gut.
Just go against it, man.
I see a chance of us losing. I see it.
So do it. Go
Losing
for your
or
gut.
drawing.
Do it, man.
He won't, because you know what? The prediction
2-0
thing
Man
was so.
United.
I knew it. Like I can't do that because
I
the gap between.
know because I know Luton are a bit stinky at home. They're just not the same team.
Away, you mean?
Sorry, they're not the same team away from home.
Yeah.
That way of playing does not work away from them.
And I'm saying 3-0 United, Hoyland to get his first goal.
I'm saying 1-1.
Oh yes, he's gonna drop points there,
I see,
100%.
the thing is, I see that happening.
Why?
I just see it. But we're scraping wins. We're scraping wins away from at home to the deadest of sides.
It's gonna be a great week for you. A great week for you, man.
Man. We don't even look great.
Next game is Bournemouth Newcastle. With
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth
Wait,
home.
hold on. What did you predict? Did you pick the 1-1?
Yeah.
Okay. Bournemouth.
Newcastle. It's
Oh,
Bournemouth Stadium.
Vitality. Sorry about that.
It's all right, man.
what
And
happened?
I know you know, but you know FIFA, like that's why.
Whoa.
Bro, that's pro club, Vitality.
No, like that's the first stadium.
Okay.
They've had the same poster since FIFA 18.
Yeah.
Uh, 1-1.
Okay. Fresh.
It's Bournemouth and 2 Newcastle. 2-0 Newcastle.
I'm going to say 3-0 Newcastle.
You said you were going
See
with
that
different.
Huh?
I'm just
I
reminding
mean, listen, okay, there are some fixtures. I said most of it, okay? I was different for Palace. I was different for Wolves. I was different for United. Like, it's all right. Next game is Villa Fulham.
Villa.
Villa Fulham.
Oh no, that's it. That's an easy 3-0. 3-0.
To who?
Who do you think?
I don't know. Like
Fulham, Fulham.
they're both coming off a
Aston
loss.
Villa.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going 2-0 Villa.
Oh yeah, go one below me every time. I shall see.
I'm going 1-0 Fulham.
Thank you. That's
Okay, yeah. So
That's the easy
yeah,
drop points.
he's
Thank
dropping
you.
two
I
games now. That's
appreciate
good.
it. I appreciate it, man. You want to make it
Thank you.
entertaining. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fulham
Next game
scoring a goal.
is.
That's hilarious.
Oh, watch out! Iwobi's gonna score that one as well,
Listen, I
and
am
he's
100%
gonna do that.
sure. I am 100% sure. 100% sure they will score.
Okay, cool.
100% sure.
Next game is Brighton Sheffield.
Yeah. Tuna Brian.
And 2-0 Brighton.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Okay.
You're gonna use a veto.
2-1 Brighton.
3-0 Brighton. If it's a dead team like Sheffield, I can't get them to win. That ain't
Why
gonna
not?
happen, lads.
Why? They got their first win last week. This week.
Nah, I don't care.
Away from home. No, sorry.
Liverpool
Away
versus
from home.
Brentford is the next game.
Liverpool v Brentford. Ooh.
Brentford are on a win streak, by the way. You know that.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're still not gonna win. So you could talk about that as much as you like.
Wait, they won at they beat what team did they beat? Chelsea. United,
Yeah.
they gave it a game, United.
You're comparing Chelsea and United to Liverpool.
I'm just saying.
I mean, they drew against
Liverpool,
Luton, man.
yeah.
Come on,
Liverpool
man.
Europa League as
Come on.
well.
Come on.
Europa League Liverpool.
No.
Is the McAllister yellow card as well? Has he been banned, if I'm correct?
I'll go for a
And
McAllister's
Wembley's
out,
been
isn't
playing
he?
brilliant.
McAllister's out, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, McAllister's out.
That means they're not gonna concede to the Liverpool.
Okay.
I should have
Okay.
got 3. Damn it. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Go on. Do it.
Don't. I don't think he had, so I'm lucky.
3-0 Liverpool.
Brilliant.
So if that happens,
3-2 Brentford.
I can see Brentford win. I can actually see Brentford win.
I mean, they came back against
Hold on. You see Brentford winning against Liverpool, who
Yes.
never lose at home. Interesting.
Hey, listen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you. By the way,
Different this week, man.
last time they lost at home was, I think, that fluke Leeds goal, like a year back. Just saying.
Well, there's going to be another fluke this week as well.
It's not happening. But no, I appreciate you making it interesting for us. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Next game is West Ham Forest, the penultimate match at the London Stadium.
Liverpool's favourite team, Forest. You saw the line to Forest.
West Ham got Europa as well this week, don't they? Europa. No, Forest don't do nothing away from home. They literally don't nothing. They just come, get the money and leave. I don't want to say 2-0, but 3-0. 3-0 West Ham.
Okay.
I'm thinking the last time West Ham played after Europa League, they lost to Everton, right? They lost 1-0. Just saying that after Europa League it becomes a bit difficult.
Yeah, I've seen Nottingham
Okay,
Forest away.
and Nottingham Forest, it's gonna be a draw.
Okay.
Hold
They
on.
look dead.
Do you think I should predict draw what? Should I just
1-1.
put a draw there? Should I just put a draw there?
1-1.
99. All right, no problem. I'll put that there.
1-1.
What's the draw?
One person's gonna get points this week.
What's the draw?
He said 1-1.
Sorry, I never heard that. All right, Karen. It can be different.
2-1 Forest.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I was always going to go with that. They played brilliantly in their 2-0 win.
Oh yeah, at home they're great. At home they're great. They can be anyone's, but away from home.
And the last game is Chelsea City.
Up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea.
There's no way I'm being different for this one, just to say your scores, man.
1-0
Telling
Man
you,
City. 1-0 Chelsea.
Chelsea.
No, 1-0
Okay, it's
Man
big
City.
teams.
1-0 Man City.
Hey,
1-0.
it's 1-0
Listen to
Chelsea.
No. This
He said 1-0 Chelsea.
No.
He said
No.
1-0
Put it
Chelsea.
down.
No.
Put it down.
No. I'm not
Put
having
it
that.
down.
First of all, I said one. It's literally a slip. It wasn't like a blah 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 blah. It's not.
Sorry,
It wasn't a
sorry.
blah 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 blah
Sorry,
blah.
mate.
You
It
Sorry.
know
wasn't
the
like a
rules.
change. It wasn't a change. I genuinely I
know the
predicted
rules.
a 1-0 Man City. So
You know the rules.
1-0 Man City.
And our system, it would be recognized as
Nah,
1-0
It will
Chelsea.
be 1-0.
unfortunately, I
It
said
will
what
be
it
1-0
was crazy.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
What's crazy was I said 1-0 City, then I changed to Chelsea, then I said the City.
No.
But
No, it's
carry on.
okay. For me, 1-0 City.
No, I
And it
took
doesn't
that.
conflict. It doesn't
No,
conflict with
you
his.
can't do
It
that.
does
You
not
cannot
conflict.
do that.
It does not
Does not
conflict.
conflict. It's okay. Anyway, you know the
What
rules.
what do you say first, man?
We'll see. I'm the admin.
Mhm.
But I'll let you
I've
have that
got
because there's a confusion. But no worries.
3-0 City.
Mhm.
Mm.
And that is it. Liban, please don't cheat. Nice session,
Yeah.
lads. Pleasure being here. Thank you two for coming along. Hopefully, not tomorrow, next week's intro will be in French. So watch out for that. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And
Comment who's the smartest. I don't know.
peace.
Take care. Ciao.